Riding the 7 train to Flushing Meadows was great because it helped me realize what I wanted to focus on when I got there: people and neighborhoods. We talked a lot about how Queens is the most diverse borough, and I wanted to explore that and see how it's represented in Flushing Meadow Park. So the 7 moves above ground for a while, and that helped me see who was getting off and where, and what those destinations looked like. I was going to Corona, Queens, which borders the east side of the park and is neighbored by Flushing, Jackson Heights, and Elmhurst. It's changed a lot over the years, especially population-wise. In the 1850s, the area saw an increase of Italian immigrants. Some people believe that explains the 1870 name change to Corona, which means crown in Italian. Most recently, though, in the 1990s, Corona's Latin American community exploded. And today, Corona's total population is 110,000 people, 65 of which is foreign-born. I'm going to quickly interrupt myself and let this guy sing. That's a famous 1882 Mexican song often sung by mariachi bands. It's known as Lovely Sweet One, Lovely Sky, or simply Cielito Lindo. Like we learned in class, the park was a 1939 project by Robert Moses to host the World's Fair. It's the largest park in Queens at 897 acres, so I mainly saw the center part. And that's where you'll find lots of the park's facilities, like the Hall of Science, Queens Theater, Tent of Tomorrow, Towers, Unisphere, and Queens Museum. Because I went to the park on kind of a quiet day, I decided to explore these facilities and see how they represent Queens in general. And for the sake of time, I'll only be showing you parts of Queens Museum. Fun fact, the building was used at the World's Fair both in 1939 and 1964. It was once an ice skate rink, and it was used in the 1940s for the UN Assembly. Although the panorama work was built for the 1964 World's Fair, it serves today as a great representation of how dense New York City is, representing every borough and every neighborhood, although I tried to find our school, but I couldn't. A work that absorbed most of my attention was Mariam Ghani's The Garden of Forked Tongues. It's basically a giant mural of a language map, and each language matches a neighborhood in Queens. The fact that Ghani's work focuses on the extinction of languages is representative of all types of New Yorkers that you'll find in New York City, and simply reminds us that there's more behind Hispanic, African, or Asian American demographic labels. So in between riding the 7 train and walking through the streets of Corona, I find that Flushing Meadow Park and its features, like the Queens Museum, effectively shape Queens and celebrate its diversity.